Hey Diamonds, what's going on? So I watched Bridgerton season 3 part 1 and I just finished episodes 1 and 2 and child, it is good. Do you hear me? Yeah, I don't know what was going on with the second season, but if y'all ain't never seen it, you can go from season 1 to season 3 and you fine. Okay, with that being said, so this season is focused on Penelope, aka Mrs. Whistledown. Right, so here we go. Right, so Penelope, it's been 3 diamond balls, right, that the queen, right, queen, I call her Queen Cocaine Child. And if you don't know what I mean by Queen Cocaine, then go to season 1 when she was sniffing lines. Okay, right, so the queen had her annual ball, right, and so this is like the 3rd season that she done had this ball and ain't nobody marrying Penelope's ass. Do you understand me? So the mama was like, it's okay if I can't depend on nothing, I could depend on you, Penelope, to take care of me when I get old, right? Because the other sisters, they married to some nincompoops, right, who they ain't even screwing, right? Because Penelope mama had this sibling or relative who died, who was really, really, really rich, and she thought she was gonna get his money and he didn't leave her shit, right? The lady said, well, he ain't leave you and your kids nothing, but if your kids have an heir, a son, it go all to him, right? So, Penelope mama trying to get all her daughters, her other 2 daughters pregnant and shit, right? So with that being said, Penelope grew up crushing on Colin, or Colin, one of them. I think it's Colin, right? Because he's a Bridgerton, because Bridgerton, this bitch have a lot of children. She have a lot of children because every season it come on, she trying to marry one off, and now she marrying this daughter who played the piano and shit. She trying to get her a suitor, right? So Colin comes back to town, and Penelope feels some type of way because she like, I don't even rock with him because she overheard some things that he was saying that she didn't like, right? So when Penelope heard, when Penelope mama told her, well, I can count on your ass to not be married and you can take care of me when I get old, right? Penelope felt some type of way. So she went to the dressmaker who knows that she's Whistledown, right, to get her this dress. And she made this just out the box dress. She stepped out of her comfort zone and she looked amazing and shit, right? So, her and Eloise, they don't rock with each other no more. They not friends because Eloise found out that Penelope last season in season 2, she did find out that she was Mrs. Whistledown and felt some type of way and shit. So they not friends, but you could tell she want to still be cool with Penelope and all of that shit. And she befriended some other lady. I'm gonna call her Christian because I don't remember her name. It was something like Christian, right? That's the friend that Eloise befriended and shit, right? So Colin comes back to town. They had his ball, and Penelope gets embarrassed, right? And so she runs out of the ball, and she's all up in her feelings. And Colin is like, what's wrong? What's up? And she like, get away from me. And he like, why you acting so mean and shit? Why you acting funny and shit? I'm back in town and shit. I thought we was cool. What's going on? She's like, no, we ain't cool because I heard the shit you was saying to the other guys about how you cool with me, but you wouldn't be seen or marry nobody like me, right? Because I'm bad for your image and shit. So Colin felt all bad and shit, and so he asked her, he was like, okay, well, to make peace and for us to be friends again, let me kind of coach you through how to get a suitor and shit. And she like, damn, you would help me? He like, yeah, I want to do that for you and shit, right? So she like, okay, cool, right? So with that being said, she started meeting with him, right? Because he didn't put her in the friend zone. So she started meeting with him, and he was helping her out and sneaking her into the house, into the Bridgerton house, because, Eloise feels some type of way. And Eloise like, okay, you can be cool with her, but I don't want that bitch around my space. I don't want her in my house, none of that shit. So he was sneaking her in to coach her and shit. Right? So he helping her out, he coaching her and shit. And so Eloise came, and so when Eloise came, he was like, shit, go into my study and hide until my sister get gone somewhere, right? So she go in there and she come across his diary. He making all these little poetic, innuendos and shit, because Colin, he don't want to be married. Colin want to have threesomes with different bitches and live this playboy lifestyle and be around and hang out with his friends. Typical ass man. Do you understand me? Even back then, right? So he don't really want to be married. So he like, I don't want to be married, but me and you gonna be friends and we gonna be cool and shit. And I knew when he asked to be her coach, I was like, he gonna fall in love with her, right? He gonna fall in love with her, but okay, cool, right? So she started, getting like little coaching from him and going to get, suited, going to the ball and shit. Cause the Queen Cocaine ain't picked her diamond yet. And Miss Whistledown, right? Penelope made this the article she typically do and shit, and she called Colin fake and said he ain't who he say he is and shit. But then she felt bad because once he told her he was gonna help her find a husband and shit, she wanted to retract the article, but it already was printed and shit, right? So Eloise told Colin, like, did you see the article today? Miss Whistledown and called your ass fake and phony. So that pissed him off. And he like, well, whoever she is, I'm going to find out about her. And I'm going to ruin her life and shit. He don't even know it's Penelope, child. Right. So Penelope started going and get the coaching, like I was saying. And, he was helping her and shit. So there's this one Duke that she kind of caught her eye, or he caught her eye, whatever. So she going to try to pursue him and shit. All the while, her mama was talking shit, because her mama was like, it's been 3 seasons of this ball. You ain't had no husband yet and shit. You understand what I'm saying? What you got to realize is it's okay to be single. It is. Okay. She was like, it's okay to be single and you don't have to, get married and shit. And so, Penelope felt some type of way. And so Penelope met up with Colin and asked Colin, she was like, look, I know you didn't put me in a friend zone. I know you helping me find a man and shit, but I want you to kiss me. And he like, what? And she like, kiss me because, I don't want to die. If I die tomorrow, I don't want to die not having my first kiss and shit. So he was like, okay, cool, I'm going to kiss you. They kissed and it just set off like sparks and shit. And now Colin looked like he liking her and shit. Child, I knew it. I'm watching you.